Hey, I'm Miss Chrissie,
And I'm Steve.
and this is JAGcast, episode number 129, the podcast of the Jenkintown Arts Garage.
Yeah, where we talk to artists, entrepreneurs, and other interesting people at the intersection of the arts and technology. And today, Miss Chrissie is that
In,
special guest at the intersection.
at the intersection.
How many
That
times can we
word,
say intersection?
I
It's a
don't know. I
drinking
hate
game
that
now.
word.
It's a
Oh, God.
non-alcoholic drinking game on the show.
Perfect. Although
How
I'm
many?
running out of my beverage.
Oh
So
no, your go
instead,
girl is your go
no.
girl your other beverage.
Yeah, I don't know where that one is. I think it's in my purse.
Oh, well, today we're going to talk about the triumphant emergence of JDA 3.0.
Yeah, I just opened my new studio a few weeks ago at the
So,
beginning of September.
it's where you are right now, and the Wi-Fi is greatly improved. I can see your face and everything.
I know it's much better over here. I'm still trying to figure out the setup, so it took me a little while. I had to like move some yoga blocks around, and I can't have a bun for some reason because my head is too close, but I'll get it.
Well, you just need to use that mount on a tripod, and then that would have solved it.
Oh, well, I taped it to a yoga block.
You have a magnetic mount that will actually fit on top of a tripod.
Yeah, but I don't have a tripod here.
What happened to him?
I didn't move them yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we're still in the process of moving the stuff from the garage to the new Jenkintown Dance Arts storage room.
Yes, which is
Which
full
I
of
want. I want you to
junk.
put the JAG sign above the storage room.
Okay.
Just something, just because it'd be funny. Because that's basically where we are now. We're the garage is now a storage room, and we're a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Yeah,
Um,
but you moved to a new location, so we wanted to take a chance to talk about it today. We'll show a few photos that you and I took of the space, and I thought it'd just be interesting to people to learn a little bit about what's involved in moving a business and like this, because I don't think a lot of people know what's involved in a dance studio.
no, I mean it's got some interesting I don't know,
So for,
parameters, I guess. But go ahead, Steve, what were you saying?
I was just saying, so first, where did you move from to?
I moved to Wincoat. And no, I am not changing the name.
Not
My
going to change it
daughter.
to Wincoat Dance Arts?
No, I'm definitely not.
Every time you move, you got to change it.
No, I'm never changing it. I'm gonna like have a satellite in Brooklyn and call it Jenkintown Dance Arts.
Works for me. I'm not changing the name of
Um,
the arts garage either. So
No, I love my name. So I relocated to Wincote. I never thought I would leave the borough. I never intended to leave the borough, but necessity and opportunity made me move. So
yeah, the
um
borough is tiny. There was already very few spots for a dance studio that weren't already taken by a dance
yeah,
studio.
right. I mean, dance studios, there are certain things you need, which makes some challenges in terms of staying in our tiny little borough. I mean, everybody lives in Jenkintown, knows parking, but that's kind of a given. That one doesn't even bother me really, but it's really the size of a building and the openness of it. You can't have a space that has like a giant pole in the middle of the room. That's
Yeah,
problematic.
you might smack into it.
That actually has happened in other dance studios
Ooh.
that I've rehearsed in
Well,
many years ago.
I remember when I was doing karate regularly, and sometimes we'd be in a room like that, and it was painful for that too.
Yeah. So I mean, I knew this was coming. I didn't announce that this was coming, but my building at 459 York Road was sold. I guess it would be 2 years ago in January or February. So I knew eventually I was going to have to move from that spot. It was just kind of a matter of time. They had given me when they bought the building, they said, okay, we're going to extend your lease for another year. And then in April, which is when my year extension was up, they said we can go 3 months to 3 months. And I was like, does not work for a business, especially one like mine that has, specifications, so to speak. So
Yeah,
it
you can't just up and move in a quickly.
No, and this, although I didn't announce it to my, studio, this has been in the works for a little bit longer than people were aware of. Like, I looked at this space way back in the spring, and this space was being cut up from what used to be a different, much larger business. So there were people going in, and everybody had to kind of like choose how much space they would want. And then walls had to go in, and doors had to be closed, and things had to be opened up. So there was some work that the landlord did prior to me, getting the keys, which didn't happen until, God, July, I think, mid July. And then we turned it around pretty quickly for a big move like this.
Yeah, so that's a good segue into what is involved in a dance studio space.
So there's mirrors. You need big, very large mirrors. Which I used a company that's like actually a national company that travels throughout the country. They're like the most reasonable place for very large dance studio mirrors, and they load up their truck and they drive around the country installing giant mirrors, which you can
Sure.
see.
There's
Yep,
some mirror.
there's a
That's
big
in the
mirror.
small room.
Yep, that's the smallest room. There's even bigger mirrors. Yep, that's
Right
in
here.
our like medium size room, which is much larger than my previous location, and the biggest, most beautiful dance room.
This is a picture you took.
It is, which means it's not.
You could tell, but I didn't have
Hey,
one. I didn't have one that night. I was taking pictures the other night when I was over there doing the company photos, and I just didn't want to take photos of people in the room. I just wanted the space, the open space. So
yeah,
you were busy in there, so I do have this picture of you though.
me videotaping from the corner.
That's right. You can kind of imagine what it looks like, but yeah, but it's a. This is not the space, but this is like right across from the space.
Yeah, that's like a smokestack from.
I
This
know, but
used
it's
to be a
cool.
factory, I believe.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's outside. That's like our little windows.
I like
And
I like them.
yeah, me too.
So
And
we're no longer you're no longer the 459. You're the 827.
sure, I guess it's kind of weird because there are other people that have the same address. But
You can see like you have this section in the front on this on this side of the building here,
yes,
and
that
this is the
is
main room in here.
Yep, and then the windows a little bit over. You're scrolling around, are the smaller studio.
Yep. Oh, I had a picture outside. I guess I didn't include it in here. I thought I did. I forgot. There was a picture of the sign on the outside, but when you go inside, this is the main door.
Yep.
Into the main area here.
Yep.
And you are right now right here where this sign is.
I am.
You're right there.
That'll only be up for like, I guess, I don't know, through this week. And then that'll go away because my desk is coming from Florida.
Very nice. You can buy teddy bears at JDA now, $15.
You always could buy teddy bears at JDA,
well, now,
but these
now it's very obvious.
Have T-shirts on them. That's what makes them special.
Decoration on the wall. This area of the wall is opposite where that sign is that you're standing behind. And didn't you say you're going to put company photos up here and move these?
Yeah, that's where the company actually just started moving those this morning. Then that's Josh. That's his room.
Yeah, this is the little baby room.
That is what we are calling the baby room, although most of our younger classes have been in the two other studios because that one just got finished. So.
And then
writing. Yes, that's what it looks like.
So if you go, if you see in this purpicture where over here in the doorway, this is what we're talking about. If you walk to that doorway, you look to the left, you see this little sign on the corner.
Yeah, I've had that since the first studio.
Yeah, live your dream, show
That's
compassion,
right.
create. There's a lot. I'm not going to read it all, but you can read it here. And then right next to it on the wall is this, which I thought was great. Like that's in use.
Yeah, that's what we refer to as the dancers lounge. And
No couch though. There's no lounging in there.
no, they're not allowed to actually lounge, but
Oh.
that's where they keep their stuff and that's where they have their water breaks. Um
And then right
so
right off of the dancers lounge is the main studio, and then this studio J, which is the medium sized one, which I like because there's no windows.
yeah, it actually has I like that studio when I'm doing choreography. I prefer the very big one, but for like a ballet class with just bar work and stuff, it has like a really nice calming vibe. I think because the ceilings are a little bit lower and there's no windows, so there's
Hmm.
no like people walking by. It actually has a very nice vibe
Do you
for
have a
that.
do you have an issue with audio with music bleeding
We
between the
are
studios?
we haven't, and when your audio is off, you can hear the other rooms, but it actually hasn't been as bad as I thought. Now you have to, if there's multiple classes going on, you do have to close your door,
Yeah.
but no big deal. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. And then the really big one has those giant windows
Yes.
on the side there, which is you can see right here. Really big mirrors.
Yes. That
And
room is like 1,000 square feet. It's huge.
it's huge. And what's cool, if you notice, the floors are new, except for the baby room.
Yes.
This is the old main room from JDA 2.0, green room, and you put polka dots on it. I guess
That
for where
doesn't
there's,
have polka dots on
I
it.
know
Those are okay.
they're
Those are
where you're supposed to stand, right?
yeah, those are called poly spots.
Probably so. But anyway, you reuse this floor, but the rest are all new, right? All the black floors.
Yes, and I love them.
They're very nice. They're very firm. They're comfortable.
So that big room, which I know isn't the best photo, but that was like such a project to get the floor in there because that room has a raised sprung floor, which means that it's these 2 foot by 2 foot wood panels that are like tongue and groove, so they interlock and they have foam underneath, but there's like a whole process to it. You have to put down this like vapor barrier layer first, and then all of the wood has to go in interlocking. And this guy who was amazing, his name is Mo. If you ever need your kitchen or your bathroom redone, you should call Mo. He only kind of did this because he had done some stuff at my house before, so I had like you know a relationship. That's a weird
You had,
word
you
to
had
talk
a you
about.
had, you had his
A
contact info.
connection. Anyway,
Connection. You had to connect.
yeah, so he was like, "I don't normally do this because it's outside my wheelhouse," but he took it on. And so it's a lot of carpentry work, cutting out all of that wood, and then actually him and I laid the Marley together, which is also a big project because
So
it's
what's
very
Marley?
heavy.
What is Marley?
Marley is technically was started as a brand, like a company, but the term Marley has been adopted by dance studios. It's like a rubber vinyl flooring that is like specially designed for dance, so it's not too slick, it's not too sticky. It's like the preferred flooring for you know professional dance.
So it's underneath that black stuff.
No,
Or it
the
is.
black stuff is Marley.
Oh, that is the Marley. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
see,
the
that's why I was
Marley
asking.
gets rolled on top of the
Okay.
sprung
So
flooring.
this is the Marley. The black is the Marley, and then underneath is the sprung floor. So this room is a sprung floor, but the other rooms are slightly different, right? So like this
Yeah.
room is what? The medium room is what?
Okay, so the sprung floor is special because it's a raised sprung floor. So underneath that wood is foam. So there's a little bit of like air and cushion.
Mhm.
This floor and the green floor are both a product that was designed by one of the larger now Marley companies, not named Marley. And it is designed to have its own built-in spring or cushion to protect your dancer's joints, but it's not as thick or quite as like bouncy
Not that
as
it's like super bouncy. It's not like you're on a trampoline or anything.
no. It's just if you're jumping, you
It
can
just
kind
doesn't
of
hurt.
feel it.
Yeah, like
Right.
if you've ever like again when I was doing karate, we did it on like a wood floor in a gymnasium at one point. There was no spring at all. So like I've been on floors
Yeah.
no spring at all. And you jump around and it you could feel that. It's not always fun.
No, you can. I mean, it honestly. I mean, kids are, for the hour that they're there a week, if they're younger, they're not going to like feel the wear and tear on their
But
joints.
you will.
But we will, and because we're on these floors for hours at a time, and also are more, the more dancers do, the more important it is for them to have
Yeah.
proper flooring. So
So that's why the big room is the most advanced flooring because that's where you're
yes.
gonna do all the company stuff, the older kids, the
Yep,
more
that's
advanced.
where all the older kids are.
Yeah.
And these are still safe floors, the ones with the built-in spring.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna, but they're, they just don't have that same like super for lack of low bouncy feeling. I mean, they're
Yeah.
called sprung floors for a reason,
Yeah, exactly. And you have a nice waiting room now,
Yeah,
which
it's very nice.
it's and then the giant desk is going to be there.
Yes.
So it's very it's a very nice nice place now.
Thank you. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
So and it's been a good move. We
Oh,
just opened. What's up?
I was going to
Am
say
I
you also have bathrooms now that don't require you to walk through the dance area.
Yes, that was a huge thing.
There's two bathrooms that are
Um
right down that hallway.
yeah, which is very nice because it obviously keeps them before dancers had to walk through our smaller studio to use
Yeah.
the bathroom. Also, everything was just really old, so it was very
Yeah.
narrow because that was before like big spacious
hmm
commercial buildings were a thing.
And there's still some more upgrades of the space to come. I mean, the desk obviously, but I think we're also looking at some video of
Yeah,
the
that actually
cameras in
would
the
be
rooms.
super
So
helpful. So that's kind of like the next
yeah,
thing.
so
Once I have the desk, I can like put in I'll have a place to home a mesh network thing or whatever that is, and then hopefully connect the cameras to that.
yeah, we're
So
gonna try to we're figuring out what we're gonna do. But the idea is to have some cameras and then in each room, and then you can see them on that screen. That's you don't see it on the photos I was showing, but there's a TV screen in the waiting room, and that way you can kind of see what's going on
yeah,
without
so it's
walking around.
exciting. Yeah, there's like a couple of other things, like the
Yeah,
desk, the company wall has to go in.
yeah, all the
We
photos.
have some more. We have a little bit more of a slat wall. So slat wall is that thing you keep your merch on, and we have some
hmm
on one side, but we're going to put some on the other side of the TV because it just looked really nice. We just, actually, a friend of a friend is coming next week to do that, and then we'll be able to, keep making improvements. We move the cubbies around once we realize that at first we only had one set of those red cubbies that you saw in the photo, and it was
It's not
like,
enough.
oh no, it was not enough. Can you imagine
Yeah.
that stuff? It was like on the floor, on the top, it was everywhere. So
But it's good. It's really nice. And we're emptying out the old garage and the old studio, and it's sad, but also triumphant because this is a much better space. That floor that you put on the that's on the
we
waiting room area too. That is also new.
yes, there was like, for lack of almost like school tile everywhere. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah. It's ugly. It's
it
ugly.
was brown. It's
Yeah.
not so cute. And
Yeah, it's funny. The place you walk into the place and it has this ugly tile, and then you walk through JDA's doors and you're like, oh, it's all really
yeah,
nice. It looks like your
really,
kitchen. It looks like your house. You have floor like this in your house.
yeah, I like it.
It's very familiar to me. I feel comforted when I walk in there.
Yeah, super happy about it.
Yeah, it's good. It's very nice. And so now that you're like a fully operational Death Star
Yes.
of a location, what can you do now? I mean, I guess you just have more space, but like what are your plans for this go forward? Stuff you can do now that you couldn't even attempt to do before.
So obviously we could offer more classes. We were running out of space for classes at the previous location. Uh, One of my like hopes and dreams is to get the, I don't know, we'll call it supplies, but they're not really supplies, but I don't know, Steve, you're going to have to help me with the word in a second here. I would
Okay.
love to be able to use that larger room as like a black box from time to time. So like a small theater. If you
Oh,
go back,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, if you go back to that photo at the first JDA, we which was smaller than that room, we would do performances from time to time. And we would basically where the mirror was would become like the side. So the audience would literally be looking at it in the way you're looking at it now. So it would be a small audience. And then the performance would be like where those windows are. So
Hmm.
I hope to, be able to do something like that in the future. I mean, might need some like curtains along the back or, you
Yeah.
know, something to kind of.
Yeah, I think you should get some shades or something for those windows
I know you really do, but I
because
don't
it's
want
baked.
shade.
It's warm. It's warm in the light.
I like it.
I worry for the Marley.
I know you worry for the Marley. I appreciate your concern for the Marley.
Mostly though, I worry that I will get sunburn if I'm in that room.
No, that room.
Unless the
So,
glass is UV. I don't know.
well, all but that one that's like a little bit brighter are actually tinted. I guess
Oh
that
wait,
one
yeah,
must.
one of them is brighter. So why is one of them not tinted?
No, one must have been replaced at one point or something because
Oh,
there's
that's a shame.
one window that's that little brighter
It's
one.
it's fine. I'm making fun. I'm just really pale.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, it's actually nice in there when the sun's out. Unlike the old studio, which was just like it was didn't really have a lot of light coming in. There was no windows in the main room. There was a window in the smaller room, but not a lot of natural light. Now this place is full of natural light during the day, and at night the fluorescent lights are not hideous.
No,
It's fine. You can see everything clearly.
it's a far superior space, I
It
must
yeah,
say.
it doesn't it smells fine too.
Yeah, the old building was getting like, I don't know what was happening behind the scenes there, but it was getting mustier and mustier, and no one's taking care of it. So,
Yeah, so because it's meant to be taken down. I mean, it was. I'm surprised it lasted as
actually,
long.
me too. So, if you think about it, I think at the old building, we spent more time outside the
Than inside,
building
yeah.
than inside the building because of COVID. So when we came back inside and the studio had grown post COVID, it was like, oh boy, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we only spent, I think, not even one full season inside right after we left the West Avenue.
Yeah.
And then after that, everything was outside for close to 3 years.
Yeah,
So,
basically that big stage that was outside, it's being torn down at some point, but you're
yep.
not moving it.
Mhm. No, I mean, I did consider that, but it was actually once you took like a closer look at it, it was starting to get a little bit worn.
It's been through a lot. I mean,
It
remember
is.
the,
It
the
is.
days
Oh my
we
god!
were knocking the snow off to keep it from collapsing during the blizzards that came
It
during the
literally
yeah.
collapsed like
Yeah,
twice.
we had to be replaced. The tent part had to be
Twice.
replaced.
No, the
The
tent was replaced 3 times.
3 times, and then the wood base of it is held up, but it's been hit with the elements for years now. So it was never
Yeah.
meant to be a permanent structure.
No,
It,
I
wa-
mean
it
it
was
did become like a extremely useful space, and then we still
yeah.
used it. I mean, up until this past summer, we still did outdoor performances there. It's just like I said, after the studio grew
It's
post
now
COVID, we couldn't even
yeah.
use that outdoor stage anymore
You
for
can't
like
fit the people, and
yeah.
so now you've been using the Abington Arts Center, right, for outdoor
Yeah,
stuff.
which is beautiful and a great space,
And
and they have a separate parking lot
and it's a
and
lot more room. Like the thing is, you've grown that the old space. You literally outgrew it. It's not even. It's even outside. Like when
yeah, I
last
know.
event we had there wasn't even full, but it was still like full. Like there was no parking left. There's just
Yeah.
physical number of people there. It's it's good. It's you've grown up to
Yes.
the next generation. You were
Yeah,
the
so
TNG of
it was good.
JDA.
Like I said, I mean, that space saved us during COVID, and
Oh
there are a
yeah.
lot. I don't think there aren't. a lot of other spaces that we could have done what we did in terms of with the stage and holding classes
Oh
outside
my
and the
God.
stuff we did at the
It,
garage during COVID.
yeah.
It was very unique how we were able to adapt. But then once all of that, dissipated, it became really clear that it was time for us to change spaces.
Yeah. So, I guess, is there anything else that people would like to know besides like the fact that yes, there's plenty of parking now? It's also next.
Theoretically, there's like I don't know. There's some people that drive fast. I'm like, slow
Yeah,
down.
drive slow in the parking lot. There's also a rock climbing place right next door, and
Yes,
and something else. Right, there's another
there's a whole
what's
bunch of cool stuff here. So
yeah,
there's rock climbing, which I'll tell you about in a second because we actually go there. Fencing. There's a CrossFit that's brand new. There's a jujitsu that's brand new. And then there are a few other businesses that are like in a different genre. Like there's a nursing school. I'm sorry. There's I think there's like a candle place, a modern furniture store or something.
really. Oh, it's like is that like on the other side?
Yeah.
It's like a weird 2-level thing, right? You can only access some of it from one road, and then you have to come around and go into your area. You
Yeah.
see it on the
So
map.
a couple of the businesses you access from like the other road, which I don't know the name of. I guess I
Yeah.
should know that. Highland? No, I don't know what it's called. And then like my business and CrossFit, the Rock Gym,
Mm-hmm.
Jiu-Jitsu, you access from Glenside Avenue. So,
Okay.
so the Rock Gym, I decided I was like, you know what? Amelia never likes normal activities or the most common activities. I was like, I'm going to take her over there and see if she likes it. And she really enjoys it. She really enjoys the rock climbing. So we have like I got a little Groupon that's like, part of their thing. And it came with a 2-week, it was like a 1-day pass where they gave you a little lesson and then a 2-week membership. So I think we're a week into our membership. So, and she loves it. And I
Nice.
actually really like it too. So,
I did a little bit of it on Drexel's campus back in the day, and I could not partake this time because my shoulder is still recovering from like a month ago injury.
it's
So I
crazy
can't.
pants.
I know shoulder injuries are the worst. I actually might have to go to a doctor at some point. But it's yeah. So I did a little bit of it. I know it's a really good workout. It's hard, especially someone like my size. But it's like real life Spider-Man. No wonder Amelia likes it.
Yeah, she does. She really likes it. And
I
she's
saw,
quick.
you took pictures of you guys up on the wall, and that looked pretty high.
Yeah, the height doesn't bother. I mean, it's just
But they have all kinds of different. It's just like have you ever been to one of these places? They have a lot of different difficulty levels that you can do.
yes. So you just have to know what you're looking for on the wall.
So you can do that. And you can do jujitsu. You can become basically a '90s action hero.
I don't want to do jujitsu.
No,
I don't want to be on the ground with somebody. That's
I
not
mean
really my jam.
that's why I never really did jujitsu. I was always a karate guy. I like
It's more like wrestling, isn't it?
it's grappling. You'd say. I'll say.
Okay, but it's
It's
on the
very
ground.
useful. It is useful for like MMA, like but
Yes, but I don't want to do MMA. I gotta say.
oh, okay, well that's fine. Stick with dancing.
Yeah, I'll stick with things that are upright.
Upright, yes.
Climbing is
Yeah.
upright.
So, are we gonna have at some point some like grand an opening party or something like that?
Oh snap! Yeah, I meant to do that. Um, God, it's been so busy already. Yeah, that's a great idea, Steve. I completely forgot about that. It's been so. We have coming up in just a couple of weeks. We have Miss Stephanie's Fight and Fright fundraiser. So that's coming up in October. And so that's kind of taking some of our time and energy for planning that. So maybe we'll find a time in November to do like a little welcome party or something like that.
Yeah, that would be fun because you have this nice waiting room now. and you have space outside. I mean, it's not. I mean, there's room outside. Do you have like
I know.
you have this like like a drop off
Overhang
zone
thing.
has an overhang,
Yeah.
so you could put like a table out there probably if you're.
Yeah,
not,
I know. We thought about that the other day because it was so nice out, and we had our company
Yeah.
photos. But we just, I still have things at the other building, including my
Yeah,
tables.
but at some point there'll be a grand opening party thing. Probably.
Yes.
And in the meantime, if you're a parent, then I guess you can see it when you probably already seen it because you've come by and dropped your kids off.
Yeah, it's cool. I love it. So I really am. One thing that's weird is I have to drive to work. I haven't driven to work in a decade. It's a little odd.
Need to do like Mr. Josh does, man. You got to scoot over there, electric scooter or something. I've been looking at all kinds of electric vehicles.
I know you have,
personal
and I
electric
am
vehicles.
not going to get an electric unicycle. Okay.
Oh, come on. You know what I do? An electric unicycle? You go like 60 miles an hour on a giant tire.
No. Nope.
You don't want to do that.
Nope.
Yeah, those things look super dangerous, but I still want to try one. Or electric. I was looking at electric skateboards last night, though.
I also don't know
because
about that one.
It's a lot cheaper to get into. It's like and it's a skateboard. I used to do it when I was a kid, so I think I could probably learn how to do it again.
I want to see you on a skateboard because I've seen you on rollerblades, and it was scary, man.
Well, I'm not the same size as I was when I was a child.
Well, none of us are.
I know, and so I haven't ridden them in a long time, and so I have none of my previous experience, because when I was a kid, I used to skateboard, used to scooter, used to rollerblade all over the place. No problem whatsoever. Now I get on those wheels, and it's like I have no sense of balance, so I have to rebuild that.
Yeah, you scare me, I gotta say. I'm afraid you're gonna fall.
Well, you're gonna fall. I mean, you have to just. That's why I got all the pads. You're gonna fall, and if you're gonna do something like electric skateboarding, you better wear pads. Falling is inevitable. Man. It's inevitable. You have to just accept that and try to protect yourself as best you can.
You scare me.
Well, so far I've been. Look, I scare you when I walk across ice.
You are terrifying when you walk across ice. I've never seen it. It's like you're like 75. It's like you forgot how your feet work. I'm just
being careful. I'm just being careful.
Like too careful. It's like you're gonna like forget how to walk. Careful. I'm like, have you forgotten how strides work? I don't understand.
I look. It's slippery. My feet always feel slippery and so I start walking.
You scare the crap out of me. I'm like, he's gonna biff. I can just see it.
Biff? Like Biff Tanner? Like from Back to the Future?
Yeah, I can't even look.
Okay. Well,
you shuffle. It's very scary.
I'm shuffling on purpose to keep my feet on the ground.
I think that makes it worse, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try walking like a normal person. When I fall down, I'll blame you. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just stride across it like elegantly, and I'll finally learn how to walk on ice.
It's really scary.
We'll find out.
We should make a video of all the scary things of you doing that I'm afraid you're gonna fall.
Just cut it together as a short. Maybe we'll get some
walking on ice, rollerblading,
skateboard.
Yeah,
how about a bicycle?
I rode. I don't know. Have you ridden a bicycle anytime soon?
I mean, yeah, I used to ride a bicycle all the time. I used to ride a bicycle a few years ago. No, not 20 years ago. No, not 20. No, like several years ago. I mean, I have the bike in my living room. Right before I moved here, I guess maybe like 10 years ago now, I was riding a bike regularly. I used to ride around this area and on a bicycle because I didn't have a car.
Right.
I used to go up I think I even went all the way up to Maple Glen before. Yeah, with my bike. And the bike I have.
It is, Steve? Maybe it's things with wheels. No, not just wheels. There's also ice. Don't know.
Well, I don't know. I need highly traction shoes. I don't know.
You could start wearing cleats.
Just on concrete, just cleats. Just give me some grip. I need grip. Just a clomp, and then like somebody's gonna come up from the borough, like, hey man, stop messing with the sidewalk. Your cleats. Get diamond tip cleats. Just finally have some grip on the ground.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I
You
don't
wear
understand it.
rubber shoes too. It's not even like you wear slippy shoes.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm just
Ugh,
I naturally glide on the earth, I guess.
I don't know. Scary.
Anyway, I do still want to do an electric vehicle of some sort, like a skateboard or something. And if I ever actually, get one of those things and don't get seriously injured, well, we'll have a video about it. Or maybe
Okay.
if I do get seriously injured, maybe even better for the channel.
That's terrible.
It's terrible, but that's like the YouTube game right there. I kind of think it'd be better if it was a video of me falling, but I'd rather just be a video of me being awesome on electrics thing. I've ridden Josh's scooter, and that's a little bit, and that was really fun.
I rode Josh. I actually am not opposed to the scooter idea,
Yeah.
except two things: charging
Mhm.
and where to keep it in poor weather.
Yeah, you have to bring it inside, but you don't have.
Yeah,
a
I don't
place you
want to
wanna
do that.
That's why gotta get a skateboard. It's much smaller.
Yeah, but what do I do with my hands?
You just like this. Just
I don't know.
balance.
Maybe I might be able to skateboard.
I think you'd have a better chance of being able to skateboard quickly than I can. So, anyway, I think we've rambled on enough about EUCs and electric vehicles and is it EUC electric? Yeah, electric unicycles.
No. Nope. That's a hard no.
If you've never seen electric unicycles, you got to go on YouTube and look them up. There's a whole group of people that do this, and you got to you got to look at the ones that are like the really high end ones where they can go like 50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour or something, because they're crazy. That's the
Okay.
most dangerous thing I could ever think to do. I mean, like you're talking about like the low end of motorcycle speed.
So when Cynthia, so my daughter is getting close to getting her license, and we're still trying to figure that out. And I was like, well, maybe you'll take my car and I'll get a scooter. And she's like, Mom, everybody around here knows you for like, within a 15-minute radius. You're gonna go scootering around, they're gonna think you're crazy. I was like, I don't know.
No. I saw someone scoot. I was walking back from your house. I saw someone scoot at night on West Avenue, just going right up onto the sidewalk, and was carrying, I think, groceries or something. That's what's weird when I see people carrying things.
Josh
Not in a
does
backpack.
that.
No, Josh has a backpack that keeps you more balanced. You have the weight on you. I'm saying like, I mean, maybe he does this, but carrying little bags like on your
He used to do that. He used to have like
that's
he'd
not
like drive
easy.
over and he'd have like steaks on the side of his scooter. It was so funny.
Yeah, but like I've done that before on like a bicycle or something, and it's really messing with your balance. So that's why I thought that was weird.
Josh is like a pro, man. He's like goes
Yeah.
this way and that way and every other way. So
He has a nice scooter. His scooter goes like, I don't know, 30 miles an hour or something.
yeah, no 40.
40 if you wanted to, but I would.
Yeah,
I
he
would- I
doesn't. He
wouldn't do
said
it.
he doesn't go that fast. It's like
No,
too much.
because that's too much. Too much. I like the 10 to 15, maybe 20 mile an hour range. What I'm looking for. Probably 10 to
Anyway,
15.
my only issue with that is then, like, I don't know. Well, yeah, charging, where to put it, and then I can't take any people with me. So if I let my child use my car, then I'm stuck to only travel by myself.
I know. Maybe she scoots. You have the car.
Josh told her when I said Cynthia's getting her license, he said, "Why don't you just get her a scooter?" I was like, "She will never do that.
No,
never in a million years. Nope."
Oh, jeez. Really? Maybe a unicycle.
Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Can you imagine?
No, you don't have any hands. You're just standing there on top of it.
Right. Yeah, it's even
Unicycle.
weirder.
It is a little weird looking, but you just kind of like lean forward, like. And you just,
No, it's a hard no on the unicycle, Steve.
How about a one wheel?
No. Okay, we're getting off the thing.
We're way off topic. Everybody already tuned out now. The only people listening or watching are the hardcore fans. So thank you very much, you beautiful half a dozen people or so.
Tony Green.
Tony Green, yes. Shout out to Tony Green who's still listening right now. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Where can people find out what's going on at Jenkintown Dance Arts?
On the interwebs at JenkintownDanceArts.com or on the social media. Our Facebook is the most accurate of the socials. And then we also have an Instagram. They're all called Jenkintown Dance Arts. And we have a YouTube. It's primarily used by our students for rehearsal videos, but we do have that. And there's some shows and fun stuff on there that you can check out. Also, Jenkintown Dance Arts. I like consistency, Steve, so it
Yep.
works out.
There's also some videos on JenkintownDanceArts.com that are not on YouTube, so be sure to check the webpage.
Yeah, that's the best place to find
Yeah.
out about anything we're up to.
So what time is it, Chrissy?
It's time to wrap it up, Steve.
That's right. So you can follow us if you're not already on this YouTube channel here, and click that bell and like and share this video if you're watching this on YouTube, because it honestly is the only way that YouTube will ever share our content with anybody. You can also find us at Jenkintown Arts Garage on Instagram and on Facebook. jagcast.show to find ways to subscribe to the podcast. And JenkintownArtsGarage.com is our main website on the internet. Eventually, I really will update it. I mean, it's updated with content, but I'm gonna update the design and stuff. And the last thing, if you would like to monetarily support the show, JenkintownArtsGarage.com/coffee, where you can buy us a coffee and help keep Chrissy caffeinated.
Yeah, you always want to keep me caffeinated.
As ways to help us pay the hosting costs.
Yeah, that's more accurate. But anyway.
Okay, well, this is fun. It was a quick show, but we just had to celebrate JDA 3.0. I even made a cool logo with fire.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, see, look, check out fire.
I didn't realize that was fire, but that's okay.
Well, the intent was like the dancer is dancing so hardcore that it created this fire around the foot.
You're a strange man, Steve. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I guess we'll see you later.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
We're learning to break the